Have you ever gotten close to something you really wanted? Whether it was the money, the promotion, the relationship, that business opportunity, but then watch yourself somehow blow it all up, and not on purpose, right? None of us mean to do it on purpose, but something in you pulled back. You self-sabotaged or you talked yourself out of it. You couldn't even explain why. So I want to tell you today why that happens, because once I understood it, I think that's when everything shifted for me. And I think this might be the most important unlock of everything I've talked about in these videos. Certainly the most important that I've talked about thus far. And if you've been following along this week, yesterday I left you hanging sort of on purpose. I told you to raise your frequency and everything else would follow. But I said there's a catch, right? There's a catch that most people don't talk about, and it lives in your body. So this is the catch. You will only vibrate at the frequency that your body feels safe. At the frequency your body feels safe to hold, right? Say that back to yourself. You'll only vibrate at the speed of safety. You can read every manifestation book on the shelf. You can say the affirmations into the mirror. You can create those vision boards. But if your body, your nervous system, does not feel safe holding the life you say you want, those desires, then you won't hold it. You'll sabotage it. Quietly. Automatically. You won't even know that's what you're doing. You won't realize it. But this is what I've learned. The nervous system is the bridge. It's the bridge between the soul and the life that you want. Your soul knows what it came here for. We all came here with a purpose. And your soul is vibrating at that frequency of the thing that you want. But the signal has to cross the bridge. Has to cross the bridge to actually show up in your life and into this physical world. And if your nervous system is standing on that bridge screaming, no, this isn't safe, then nothing will cross, I promise. The soul says yes, but the body says, yeah, not so fast. The body will win. The body always wins if it doesn't feel safe. Its whole job is to keep you alive, to keep your nervous system, to keep you safe. And to a nervous system, unfamiliar feels like danger. Even if it's not dangerous, even if it's something good that we're working towards, unfamiliar is dangerous to your nervous system. Even if it's the thing you've been praying for. That's why people who win the lottery, you've heard this, they end up losing it. Or they finally get that relationship that they've been wanting, and they somehow blow it up. They self-sabotage. That's why you get so close to the thing, and then you suddenly you do something to ruin it. And you can't explain why. And it's not that you want to, you don't want to, you really want that desire, you really want that life. But it's your body that doesn't feel safe holding on to it yet. But this is the part that sort of changes everything. And there isn't a quick fix for this, right? And let me say this, you don't rise to the level of what you want. You fall to the level of what your body can hold. It's the way it is. That's where the work is. Becoming the person whose body feels safe holding it. That's what you have to do. You have to grow into the size of your own desire. Otherwise, you'll just keep getting something or getting close to it, but then losing it. You'll get it and you'll lose it. And then you'll call yourself a failure, or you'll say, I can never win. It never works out for me. It has nothing to do with that. It's just your nervous system. And I've talked in the past where I'll say you have to make sure you become the person that can hold that desire. And that's what I mean. You have to step into the person. You have to step in. When I wanted to create my own business, I had to become Lori, who could run her own business before I created that $1 million business. It's just the way it was. When I wanted a promotion, when I wanted, to climb up that ladder, I had to be that person that could do that, or I would lose it. And personally, I think a lot of reasons people will not do the work to train their nervous system is because I think people are afraid of growth. They're afraid of outgrowing the people in their circle, the people they love. And somewhere in your body, somewhere in you, your body knows that if you actually become this bigger version of yourself, some, not all, some of the relationships you're standing in just won't fit anymore. And that feels dangerous. Feels scary. So instead, you stay small to stay safe. You stay safe to stay connected. I get it. I've done it. I've done it. But you at least have to see it. You at least have to see it because you can't change what you can't see. But the good news is you don't have to stay there. Safety's not a personality. It's not who you are. It's just a state of being. And a state can be changed. You can teach your body slowly that the bigger life is safe. You got to do it in small doses and you got to stay consistent. But you definitely can do it. You can let yourself feel a little bit good and not flinch. You can let yourself receive a compliment without deflecting it. I say that all the time. When people, and I've had to learn this myself, so I'm talking about myself here as well, that when you receive a compliment or you receive a gift, people struggle with it. They really do. It makes them feel very uncomfortable. Oh no, you don't have to say that. Oh no, you don't have to do that. I don't know why you say that about me. I don't know why you're giving me such a nice gift. It makes them feel very uncomfortable. And the first thing you should do is you just got to receive that compliment and say thank you. Just get used to doing that, receiving compliments, receiving gifts, and saying thank you. And let that one good thing land and just stay with you and stay in that feeling instead of like bracing for it or trying to deflect it. That's the work. Those are the small doses that you need to do, those tiny reps of safety until your body basically raises the ceiling. You gotta raise your ceiling. You gotta to step outside your comfort zone, to push past all that. You gotta do it slowly. You gotta do it slowly or it won't last. So today, I just want you to notice, the way I've said all week, I just want you to notice, where in your life do you keep getting close to something good and then something pulls you back? Don't judge it. You're not a failure. Actually, the body has learned very well how to keep you safe. It's doing its job. It's been protecting you all these years. So you can thank it. You can thank it. And then you can just start gently teaching it something new. Because your frequency can rise. It can. But it will not happen if your body does not allow it. So you got to heal the body's sense of safety. And then the frequency will rise on its own. That's the secret. That's the bridge. So if this one hit today, let me know. Leave it in the comments. And if you're new here, subscribe. Come back. We have 5 more days until I turn 60. And remember how much you matter, folks. You really, really do. I love you guys. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.